Ladies and gentlemen, live from somewhere in America, it is the Morning Cryptos. That's not the opening I wanted. I wanted something, I don't know, snappy, something that would grab your attention, something that would be deeply, deeply interesting to you. However, I won't know till I do the Morning Cryptos what the Morning Cryptos is going to be about, because the Morning Cryptos is about me finding out what's going on. So I guess I'll just start. Okay. Go ahead and start. Oh, how's this one? How about this? It's the Morning Cryptos. Go ahead and get started without me. I'll be right there. Anyway, let's see what's going on. So I typed in crypto coin prices today to see what was going on. And normally I type in Bitcoin and see what goes on. But so I thought I'd type something different. Oh boy, we're at the edge of innovation over here. Yeah. So evidently Stellar Lumens doubled in price following the IBM Partnership Fellowship something announcement. Following the IBM partnership announcement. Whoa. Why is it so big? Like that. Woo. Man. Okay. A blockchain banking solution intended to help financial institutions process cross-border payments more efficiently, reducing both the cost and settlement time of transactions. Nice. Ooh. Okay. So with the guidance of some of the world's leading financial institutions, IBM is working to explore new ways to make payment networks more efficient and transparent so that banking can happen in real time, even in the most remote parts of the world. That's so nice. I just love IBM. They make me feel so warm inside. Making distributed ledger technologies more interoperable is the latest example of IBM's leadership driving the rapid advancement of blockchain. Now, this is interesting. This is very interesting because IBM, all right, are you ready? I don't know if you can handle this. IBM was once the dominant player in the maker of computers. Remember Apple? Apple was nothing. Apple was like a kid's computer. Apple was for elementary school students. Grown-ups used IBM computers. However, right now, I'm coming to you over an Apple computer. I got my Apple wireless keyboard. I got my Apple wireless mouse. I got my Apple computer somehow living in my monitor. I don't know how they did that, but it's amazing. So, IBM was the dominant, decade after decade, the big blue. IBM was the dominant player. And they are not the dominant player anymore. Maybe they're trying to get it back. Same story with AOL, right? It was the first internet provider. And I don't know about you guys, but whatever happened to Firefox? Does anybody use Firefox anymore? Right? So things change. However, today Bitcoin is the IBM and the Apple of cryptocurrencies. Whether it stays that way is open to debate, and no one knows really what's going to happen. Lately, I'm sitting with the idea that perhaps Bitcoin will be and will continue to be, as Richard Hart said, one of the the largest pool of liquidity in the history of the world, of directly accessible liquidity. I don't know. I think it probably is. It got to market first. It has the name recognition. Could be good. So you don't want to not have some. That's what's going on in my head. I'm convincing myself now, after 2 months of bashing Bitcoin, I'm convincing myself that I want some. I bought $20 a day before, and I bought $20 yesterday, and I'm going to buy $20 of it today. Whether it goes up, down, or sideways, I'm going to buy $20 a day. That's my discipline. And I'm going to definitely do that for my next 90-day challenge. Just going to keep doing it day after day after day. So anyway, let's look at Bitcoin. And I should probably just Google really quickly Bitcoin price. It's funny when I type in Bitcoin, this horrible Ponzi scheme that took all my money comes up. It's horrible. Do not do Ponzi schemes, people. No Ponzi schemes, okay? Bulls take a breather. Bitcoin slows. This price struggles to reach 6,000. Okay, we knew that. 6,000 is a milestone. It's not just going to go buy it. Duh. Bitcoin cash price returns to 350 thanks to South Korean pump. China could make Bitcoin buzz again as National Congress looms. Okay. I just like to know that there's not something that big that's happening that I don't know about while I'm blabbing, and then I finish my video and I go, oh, I should have mentioned that. Okay, so no, nothing huge. And we expected this, right? Isn't this what Bitcoin does? Look at all these pumps. Big pump up, consolidation. Big pump up, little consolidation, another big pump up. Bigger consolidation, a pump up, consolidation. Right? Then bad news. Whoosh. Okay? A pump up, consolidation. A pump up, consolidation. A pump up, here's a little one, consolidation. Pump up, consolidation. Right? That is so normal. There are people taking profits who know what the fuck they're doing. They go, okay, I'm taking profits. And maybe they're closing out their whole positions. Maybe they're just selling a little so that they can go do something fun because they know how this works. It goes up and then it comes back a little. It goes up, then it comes back a little. However, look at the big picture. Look at the long term. Okay? Pull the camera back. See this thing go. This is called a tipping point. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's a bubble. It might be a bubble, but it also is the time of the early adopters. That's you and me, people. We're the early adopters. We're going to be rich because we're smart and we're fast. Right? Isn't that what we want? We got here just after the nerds. Of course, the nerds are way richer, and they seem to know what they're talking about, and I have no clue. But the whole point is, I did a lot of research on Dash yesterday, and one of the things that Dash is being very, very, very diligent about is user experience, unlike the whole Bitcoin mess, right? That with Dash, there's a team that actually works together, not against each other. So, speaking of Dash, before we go to Dash, let me just check Bitcoin Cash. Ooh, look at this. Bitcoin Cash did something. It was doing nothing. But and I have said this, I've said this before, when something's doing nothing, that's the time to pay attention and to get you some. And I've been saying that if you believe in Bitcoin Cash, now's the time to get you some. And it could be Bitcoin Cash could end up being the legacy Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash could end up being the legacy Bitcoin. We don't know. Who knows which Bitcoin will win or if it will be a Bitcoin at all. Right? Sometimes the Kennedys and the Bushes have to give way to other people, Sometimes. And the Clintons have to give way. Or not. All right, okay, so Bitcoin Cash is moving. It's on the move, 377. Let's go to Dash. Now, shrink this up a little bit. I want you to look at Dash and look at the lines that I've drawn. All right? Dash is moving up. At the moment, it's managing to move up in a very interesting sideways manner. It's like a crab, right? But it is moving up in this basic channel. And it's down towards the bottom of the channel, even as it has higher bottoms. So that's something to watch. I think Dash is going to keep moving up within this channel until it comes to the $400 testing area here. And then it may struggle, or it may break through, or it may drop. I don't think it's going to drop, though, because the videos from the Dash conference are coming out, okay? And I highly encourage you watch them. I highly encourage you to watch them. I encourage you to watch them on YouTube, and I like the way they do business. I think they're really working hard to be the cash. And the public doesn't care about the tech. The public cares about ease of use and a name that's easy to remember. And Dash has the best name in all of cryptos. It's better than Bitcoin. Dash Digital Cash. So anyway, I'm impressed with the team. I'm impressed with the way they've set up their whole operation so that it's not just the miners that get paid, that the actual developers get paid. Hello? It's like a bunch of musicians got together and like, oh, we just love to play music. Just let the record companies make money off our music. We'll just play for free. Like, come on, developers. Hello? You love what you do, but you should be paid. And in Dash, they agree. Let's pay the developers so they have enough money to hire the best developers so that they can have the developers actually put this on the top of their priority and get shit done. Get shit done fast, make the changes needed. And everything is adjustable. Everything that needs to be changed in the future, if necessary, can be changed. They can adjust different things. They could even move the whole thing to proof of stake if that became a better path. So Dash is looking good, people, fundamentally looking good. So if you don't have any, I would suggest you might want to consider picking you up some Dash before it blows, because it's gonna blow out. It's gonna rock. I got a point with my mouse because we are in a. This is all the bottoms are higher, people. We have, except for this one anomaly before the Chinese rained on everybody's parade, we have a big boost about to happen, and I think it's setting up for the next one. So just be aware of that, okay? Something about my coffee today is really, really good. Let's just look at it really quickly on the 1 hour chart. Not a huge amount of volume, but there's decent volume. And look at this on the 1 hour chart. All these last 1 hours have been exactly right here at this one spot. Interesting. I'm going to draw a quick little line here. Look at that. On the 1 hours, look at that. It's literally hovering on the midpoint. I've seen this over and over again, that the boost above and the boost below, and pretty much where the price tends to land, is right in the middle. It always comes back to that middle point. Something to notice, right? Again, I've been talking about the analogy of a tuning fork, that these vibrations, except they're sideways, right? But it goes back and forth, but it wants to find that middle ground. It's always looking for where the middle ground of the vibration is. And 302 is kind of like right there at this moment. Interesting. Let's see where that shows up on the 1 day chart. Oh yeah, I see where my line is. It's so tiny. Yeah, it's like right in the middle of this little pattern. So it's interesting. Right, so 301. just love looking at a pattern, people. It's actually, it's literally a wedge. This is another situation. Let's look at this. Right? It's either a massive bullish flag or it's a wedge, and anything could happen, right? But the middle price point is coming down to this arrow. It's like a big vibration, and it's coming down to a point where then it's got to either continue doing what it's doing or it's got to do something different. So I would say Dash is coming down to a point where it's either going to boost or it's going to drop. But my guess, since the bottoms are all higher, is it's going to boost. And because the fundamentals are good, because they're making progress with evolution, because they just had a conference, because they have PR, because they have people who are selling the idea that Dash is good. Like, they didn't pay me, by the way. I have not been paid to pump Dash. But when you start digging into these coins, you get, okay, these people know what they're doing. You know, they got a team, people. They have money and they're growing. Like, that's an upward trend. Get in and hang on. That's my whole new mantra. Get in and hang on, right? Stop worrying about daily profits. Get in and hang on for the long term. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't know, but if my unconscious mind picks up on it, I might become wealthy someday. Because that's what people do who become wealthy. They're consistent, they get in early, and they hang on. And they don't bail at the first fart from Jamie Dimon or from a government. All right. Man, I'm prophetic today. All right, so last night I stared at Ethereum. I stared at the chart of Ethereum. I prayed at the temple of the goddess Ethereum. I stood and I wondered at the stars filling the sky. It was something that just made me feel alive and filled with purpose. So, Ethereum was really interesting to me last night. I just kept staring at it, right? And I have this whole personal waveform theory, particularly about Ethereum, because we have these massive double tops, right? And we also have this massive bottoms, but the bottoms are moving up, right? The tops are staying the same because they're the history, their path. The tops are there. Now, we had a big kind of a crash or correction, right? Then a boost, then a consolidation, then a boost, then a consolidation, then a boost, then a consolidation, then a boost, then a drop, then a boost, then a drop. Are you getting the pattern here? And now we have a boost and consolidation, a drop, a boost, consolidation. We have a lot of consolidation. We've had a boost, a little bit of consolidation, but look, we've now moved up a level, right? There are all these different levels. So I was like looking to see, okay, if resistance becomes support, right? So this big resistance here at 400, that's the real place. That's where the resistance is. That's going to be the new support. Just thought you'd like to know. 400 is going to be the new support. And look at how Ethereum has done it. It went from 145, and then it found a serious support area at 22, or at 220. Right? See this area here, this consolidation. See how this is now support. Right? There was resistance here, but it's now support. So where there was resistance, there will be support, right? So we had resistance here, right? Now, this line here, right here, this line will now be the new support for the next boost. So yeah, I think Ethereum's going to pop. They just instituted a lot of changes yesterday, and those changes are still percolating. So I would say keep an eye on Ethereum, but right now is a good chance to get some before it goes ballistic, parabolic, before it makes its move, okay? Yeah. So today is a pretty in-depth program. And here on the 60 Minutes, just see, right now, it's right at support. Right this second, it's at a support spot. But the line is the test, right? It can come all the way down to this line and still be on target for a boost. And if it does, get some. And of course, that's just a suggestion to my own unconscious mind, right? This is not to be construed as investment advice. Please understand that you are totally, completely responsible for the things you do with your money. Just like if I do something dumb, I'm the guy responsible, not Ryan Burkness. Okay. People, Ethereum is going to pop. And I got news for all of you. It's not going anywhere. It's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. All right, Litecoin. Look at Litecoin, the little engine that could, the little crypto that could. It also is going up in a channel. Look at this beautiful channel. And it's going to keep going up in a channel. It doesn't do it the way the others do it, right? But it seems on a daily basis like it's not doing anything because it is basically, it's had a bit of a ceiling here at the 59-ish area in the mid-50s. Kind of like that, right? But those are called double tops, right? Triple tops, 1, 2, 3, right? That's its area of resistance. And oh, look, it just broke through. So this will now become the new support, all right? But nothing just goes straight up. It goes up like, a staircase, right? But it's sloppy. This is a record of human emotions and buying decisions. It's not neat. It's messy, right? So Litecoin's doing quite nicely. Thank you. If it keeps going the way it's going, it'll be a while before it gets to the 90s, 100 range. But I think it's going there. And to my estimation, it'll be there by Christmas. That's my guess. We'll see. I'm just guessing and then checking myself to see how accurate I am. Because sometimes your guesses are educated guesses, right? So let's look at Monero. Monero, we have resistance right here. And we have support. See, the bottoms are not higher. It's just a totally sideways channel. That's interesting. So I would say buy anywhere in this channel, anywhere you want, because it's gonna go for 160 next time, I think. But it's consolidating. All right, so that's Monero. Let's look at Quantum. Come on. Hello. Okay. Let's look at Quantum Ethereum. There we go. Get a chart to come up. Whoa. Okay. There. Jesus Christ. I'm in chart hell. Get the big one out of there. Okay. Well, Quantum is Quantum. What's it doing over here? I got to get it. $11. That's not bad. It's gone up. Okay. Okay. Just checking. And I have to get a few more things, and then I'm going to set up the Raspberry Pi, by the way, on camera and teach you guys how to do that. And we'll even find out if it's worth doing, because I don't have that many. Crypto Grinders guy, Ryan from Singapore. I think he's got like thousands of them, and he's making maybe 4 coins a day. So it's not a huge return. It works out to maybe between 5 and 10% a year, which doesn't excite people who want double-digit returns every 15 seconds. But again, it's not too good to be true. Okay, so we're going to look at quantum on the 1 hour chart, just because I need a better chart. Chart that has a little more data on it. Okay, so it looks like it worked its way down, and then we've had a little boost, and now it's consolidating. And there's some volumes, not a huge amount, but yeah, quantum's doing okay. Yeah, not concerned. We are in for the long haul, people. Going back to Bitcoin, and that's it. I'm going to stop. I think I said some good stuff today. I don't know what I said, but I thought it was quite well worded and articulate, if I may say so myself. But I had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you guys watching, and because this is literally what I do. I get up in the morning, I make my coffee, and then I come and go like, what's going on? What happened overnight? And often I look at the cryptos before I go to bed. And I don't know if you guys are as obsessed as I am, but you can't just learn a little about this space. It's addicting. You just want to go deep into it, and that's what I've been doing for the last 90 days or so. We're actually on day 79 today of the 90-day challenge. And I'm calling it the Hypnosis of Money because that's how it started. I was like, I got to learn about money. I got to understand this. And you can't learn much about money today without hearing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And so I began just learning and watching documentaries and reading. And I just started buying $20 of Bitcoin every single day, so that by the end of July, I had a full Bitcoin. I started buying when a single Bitcoin was like $900. It just kept going up, and I kept like trying to buy more, and finally I had a whole Bitcoin, and then I got scared about owning Bitcoin because I thought it just couldn't keep its shit together, and then so I've been learning more and more ever since. And the more I learned, the more I realized that buying $20 of Bitcoin every day was actually beginner's luck. I mean, it was a smart move. Just every day, buy some Bitcoin, whatever you can afford every day. If it goes up, you just buy less. That's all. If it goes down, you just end up buying more. So no matter what, whether it goes up or down, you're getting yourself some. If Bitcoin goes to 50,000 or 20,000 or 10,000 or even 6,000, which is going to go to 6,000, you could make money. And you'll probably make more money with Bitcoin than any of the alt currencies. That's what the wise elders have been saying, who I've been studying. The wise elders. So, today, do something intelligent. Get yourself a little something. Get yourself a little Bitcoin. Get yourself a little Litecoin. Get yourself a little Ethereum. You can do it at Coinbase. I got a link below this that you can use, and they'll give you $10 of it. No, they'll give me $10 of Bitcoin. It's a win-win, or you can just go there. It's okay. You don't need to use the link. But if you do use the link, that makes me a little Bitcoin. And so that's one thing. The other thing is I am doing this. I'm learning the cryptos. I'm learning about money so that I can really support my music, be my own record company, build some capital so that I can market the hell out of the thing I'm really good at, which is doing music and hypnosis all at the same time. And that's a whole new project that I'm working on. I'm also working on recording all the songs I've written, and I've written over 550 songs at this point, and I want to preserve those. And it really is helpful to have a stream of income coming in that doesn't take a lot of time, that gives me the time I need to do my creative projects. I'm also making music videos and putting those up here on the channel as well, so check some of those out. And that's it for today. So if you like this stuff, please subscribe. I appreciate it very much, and I'd love to continue to provide value for you guys. And I got a lot of cool stuff in the works. And give me a thumbs up, and share this with somebody you love, or just give them a hug. That works too. And I think that's it for today. So go ahead and start the music now.